Dating app horror story. Number 8, I met Daniel on Hinge. He was handsome, funny, and worked as a pediatric surgeon. Basically seemed too good to be true. After chatting for a few weeks, we arranged to meet for dinner at an upscale restaurant. The date was amazing. He was even more charming in person, telling fascinating stories about his work saving children's lives. He was attentive, asking thoughtful questions about my life and seeming genuinely interested in my answers. By the end of dinner, I was definitely smitten. We decided to extend the date and go for a walk along the river. As we walked, he told me about his dream of opening a medical clinic for underprivileged children in developing countries. His passion was infectious, and I was completely captivated. After our walk, he drove me home. He was a perfect gentleman, just a goodnight kiss, and a promise to see me again soon. Over the next few weeks, we went on several more dates, each one better than the last. I was falling hard and fast. About a month into dating, he called me sounding distressed. He explained that a child needed emergency surgery, but the family couldn't afford it. His hospital had a policy against pro bono work, but he couldn't let the child suffer. He had found a way to do the surgery off the books, but needed to purchase specialized equipment. Could I loan him $5,000? He promised to pay me back in 2 weeks when he received his next paycheck. The request gave me pause, but he had been so amazing, and it was for a dying child. I transferred the money. 2 weeks passed with no repayment. Then a month. His calls became less frequent, then stopped altogether. Finally, I decided to surprise him at the hospital where he said he worked. When I asked for Dr. Daniel Richards at reception, the woman looked confused. No one by that name had ever worked there. In fact, there was no pediatric surgeon with that name registered anywhere in the state. I filed a police report and discovered he had scammed at least 11 other women with the same story. He wasn't a doctor at all. He was a convicted con artist who had studied medical terminology during his last prison stay to make his new scam more convincing. The total he had stolen was over $70,000.